Hi there, my name is Naveria and I welcome you back to Call of Cthulhu. Today we are starting chapter number 7, Nameless Bookstore, and yeah, let's get right to the game. It's been a week, at least a week since we played. So I need to refresh some memory, but yeah, that cutscene I do remember. Inspect the bookstore.
Where's the bookseller?
Well, kinda obvious someone got inside this and there's even blood. More blood on the floor. What is this?
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Yeah, this practical work written by Sigmund Freud. How do you pronounce Freud? We pronounce it as Freud. For psychologists, describes the techniques of analytical interpretation of dreams. The analysis must follow several rules, especially that of free association and principle announced by Freud. At the end of the 19th century, it treats dreams as a way of revealing buried desires. I cannot believe that this theory is applicable to my nightmares. Could be. Who knows? Yeah. So what exactly do you desire?
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Who's Reverend? I'm not sure I found it before. The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to this voice in his head, because it holds the truth. Hello? This light again. Usual lamps don't look like that. They don't emit that kind of whatever it is. Something shiny there. Scary. Because this is supposed to be a baby, but it kind of looks like a grown-up human with baby proportions. I don't know how to explain it. Dark water history. In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the water surrounding dark water. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up till then, the region was a favored refuge for cetaceans. In 1847, after months of pursuit, Scylla returns to port with a gigantic creature on board. I feel like I've read that before. Could I have? Its crew. I just wonder, can you find copies of books in this game? Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. I would remember that. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. You should have just killed it. And what did you do? You brought it, and as far as I know, you guys ate it. And, well, it probably didn't end well. That reminds me something from another game. It might have been a huge spoiler if I mention it now, because it reminds me of it, but maybe when you get to the point of the game you will forget about what I told you. The game I'm having on my mind is Forbidden Siren, the first game. What is this? Another book. Volume 2 of the history. Puritan colony led by Reverend John Wickwood settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of the rocks surrounding the island. They erected the first buildings, among which were the Hawkins Mansion, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of 18th century.
What happened here?
I don't want... No, wait. Not just yet. Not going there yet. I guess the game won't let me... Oh, it does? Okay. Handbook on Anatomy and Dissection. Nice. Precise and illustrated with such detail as the first volume, this book focuses on healing surgeries specific to malformations and motor disorders. I bet there is some nasty pictures in there. Breviary of Medicine? Even a few years back, it was possible for a single practitioner to know all the medical knowledge of his time. This book, which concludes the series, shows that this is now virtually impossible. About 10 renowned doctors took part in putting together this collection. Wow. Progression was getting fast, huh? I don't know. Did it slow down these days?
Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
Isn't it obvious?
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Seems like they didn't even try. Like maybe they were in a hurry. What if it was the owner that came in here? He just was in such a hurry that he didn't care about taking out the key or something. I don't know. My throat hurts. I don't like this.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
Naked man? And he went in that direction.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
He probably didn't care about being careful. Something happened.
What killed all these animals?
Oh.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene?
A thief that got scared? Scared off?
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Oh no. Oh no. No. I don't like this.
Hawkins?
Can we not? Huh?
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
I'm not sure I want to know.
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
A book. I see.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
No. Why would you do that? Why not just write down the answer? Yeah. If they find the note, make them think. At least. Before they rob you, right? A page seems to be hidden here. It's possible to read. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother, if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital informants. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where alive and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say, a genius, was to match my intellect and find a combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its content into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. Nice name. The content of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents. Appreciate the danger? Sure, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you, nor to suffer from your actions. Who knows?
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
I found these sleeping pills in the bookshop. Does the bookseller suffer from insomnia? Yeah, it seems like people are. Maybe they don't really have problems with falling asleep, more like they want to fall asleep. Need it.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that bears the Elder's sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is the form of the cylindrical medallion, hanging at the end of heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch, whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones, were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkins' trips off to Cairo. Convenient. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. Key of Relief. At least that can be said about this book is that its title is well conceived. The illustrations of human anatomy and dissection methods presented are illustrated in great detail. You have to have a strong heart of the detachment proper to doctors to consult its pages. Let's see. Ouch. I got progression. Good.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Collection of long-term astrological predictions written in verse.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Oh no, are you kidding me? I have to what? Or can I find...
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
Too many.
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Too many of them, don't you think? Arkham. I mean, yeah, I know where it is from. Oh.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
There's two of them. I need one more.
Things are not looking good.
Well, depends from whose perspective you are looking. Oh, I found all of them?
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in
Is that
divine
supposed to
gold.
mean something to
To be the
me?
guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
I know nothing about chess, so I think we need to see something on the chessboard, but I'm clueless.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me.
Anthology Arkham.
Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research.
9.
I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay, did he just give me out the last number? 9?
The Queen has little protection.
Queen is supposed to be a number or what? I have no idea. I'll Google Queen chess Queen number because I'm sorry, but I know nothing about it. It just says it's the most powerful piece in the game of chess, able to move any number of squares vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. What's that supposed to mean?
The Queen has little protection.
Oh, you mean how much she can move? How exactly does she look like? It's this one, the white one, I think, right? I don't know. It can move any other. Well, my guess is 4. It can go back 4 times. I don't know. Okay, and red drops. What these red drops mean? Maybe it's from some kind of picture. Let me hear it again. It was first.
These red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the... Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. I finally understood... And these red drops, like precious
I think it should be number 3, then 2, and 1.
To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect
Judging
me from
by
attractions,
this,
Henry. And I do
what he
confess,
recorded.
I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
But first I need to find the numbers themselves. I have no idea about the Queen, though. Nah, no guess. But if we find the red drops number, whatever it is, we can guess, because then we have 2 out of 3 numbers, right? It could take forever for me to even try.
What did Drake say about this collection?
Number 9, he said.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
9. Here it is. Azathoth and Other Horrors, a collection of poems by Edward Pickman Derby, also known as the Nightmare Lyrics. This collection of poems was sensationally received when first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old. This... I don't know. 1908 may give me something? I have no idea. This volume is part of the Arkham anthology.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
Yeah, I'm just
So
checking if
these are
there's
the volumes
anything
that Drake was talking about in his
besides.
message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
Well, I must say I have no idea what those red drops were supposed to mean. There's some red stuff, and am I supposed to read to count these? Huh? Find them in the place and count them? They look red to me. Oh my god. Don't see them in this room. Could they be hidden? Okay. So 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. And it's pretty crazy. I'm not sure that's what I'm looking for. Can I light? Oh. I mean, I don't even know what this book is about.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
And I'm reading all these books. I mean, what? Oh, come on. Everyone would read this. This collection catalogs and classifies creatures that I had never heard of. Divinities from the stars, creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another. It presents itself as the reference work of the bestiary of the myth, without giving details on the mythology to which it refers. Its pages are covered with phantasmagorial illustrations. How do I change pick? Okay. I chose 8 because I think the last one is about Arkham Volume 9. I'm not sure if we need 9 or the year that was mentioned in the book. I have no idea. Chessboard is something I don't know, so we're gonna check every number possible, and red ropes is 5. Nope. I was wrong. Well then, let's change this to 9 then. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about the order then. already overdone it. Oh, there's more. Fuck. There are 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, what a bullshit. Let's try it again. Which one is... It's red drops, the last one. And let's move first back to 8. No. What's that William was supposed to tell us?
Drake talked about a particular volume.
"18 years old." And what? I tried both 9 and 8. Wait. Yeah. Did I? I did, right? I think. Maybe there's more red drops, or maybe I'm doing the wrong order. It's just my guess that red drops should be the last ones. Then chessboard, and then... Wait. Oh, yeah. And Arkham thing is first. Maybe there is more of those. There must be. I just didn't notice it as usual. It should be well hidden or something.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Red drops, huh? There's 5 of them. This goblet seems to be very ancient. It seems to be made of gold and decorated with real precious stones. Do the rubies and sapphires make up a specific motif? He said specifically about red drops. There's 5 of them. I don't know.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of
I think
Arkham editions
3
that
is
you sent me.
first.
Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
And these red
And these red
drops.
drops, like precious stone. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing
It may
protect
be
our white
3,
queen
2,
from their
1,
dark
not
soldiers.
like I thought.
I see our number
Wait,
dwindling.
3, 1,
and my
2.
will strengthens as my apprehension grows.
I thought it was 3,
we
2,
shall
1.
refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Let's try it. I still have no idea about the chess.
The queen has little protection.
No, gonna have to guess it. Sorry. Okay, let's try it again. First is 3, which is Arkham thing. I'll leave it to 9 because I have no idea. Then is number 1, which is red drops, and it should be 5. And oh, sorry. And 2 is chessboard, which is I have no idea. We're gonna check it out. If not, we will change the first number to 8 and see what's gonna happen. Did I already overdo it? Awesome. Well, now I have no idea. I tried both 9 and 8. What do they want from me? Still not sure about the order. But I think I've tried every possible one.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our white queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
What if he starts with 2, then goes with 3?
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9,
It would be logical
Azathoth
if he
and Other
starts
Horrors
the whole
seemed
thing with
particularly
Dear
relevant to
Friend,
my
you know?
research. I never tire
But
of
who
browsing through
knows?
The queen has little protection.
Oh, maybe I was supposed to to see who's protecting the queen, and it's 3 other pieces. What's about
I
chess?
finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our white queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
312, I did try it. Ew.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
I have no idea. I'd start the message with 3. What if it starts with 2? Then goes to...
I finally understood that we were... And these red drops, dear friend. I thank you again for the anthology of the...
213, let's try
we were
it.
only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our white queen.
I'm still not sure about numbers, so...
And my will strengthens as my
It's gonna take
apprehensions grow.
forever. The whole
We shall
part is gonna
refuse to
be all
the
about
playthings
this.
of destiny.
213 in my version. 2 is... Wait, why did I write it as 2? 2 is chessboard, but I think there were 3 pieces. 3 pieces. But do I count in queen? That's questionable. I'm gonna write down 3 first. Let's see. So, 3. Then first number, red drops, is 5. And 9 or 8. Nope, you're not helping me right now. Okay, let's try 312 again, but I think I tried every possible way. So it's, let's try 9 first, then 1 is red drops, 5. And chessboard is... Wait. Yeah. Is there a way to guess by the sound or something? I'm so lost. Yeah, you must be a genius to know the answer to this. Like, there's only 3 numbers. Come on, how hard can it be?
What did Drake say about this collection?
What did he say about this collection? Number 9.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
Well, I must definitely check the damn...
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Poems sensationally received when first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old. Am I supposed to maybe figure out something by that? So he was born in 1890. And I tried both 9 because of volume 9 and I tried 8 because of year 8. Could you check more? Dear God, this is so not easy. And I really don't know about the order. If only I could be at least sure about it.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
From the crack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the crack again. So there's 5 of them. Sapphires are also 5. And small 5 small. No, it's not sapphire. It's green ones. It's not sapphire. Sapphires are blue. And 10 sapphires.
The Queen has little protection.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Don't know you.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of... I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods, and these red drops, like precious stones, dear friend. I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Archimedes. I finally understood, dear friend, and these red drops, like
I think
precious
it's
stones,
3, 2, 1.
set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attraction.
But I feel like I've tried every possibility already.
Willing to pay to know its secrets.
Akira! Idiot. Sorry. 3 is Arkham, whatever. It's 9. Or I have no idea what it is. No, I don't. 2 is chessboard. It's 3 or 4. I've tried it! And 1 is red drops. Is 5. I also wondered if it's... No. What if it's 2? I already tried it. I tried 2, 1, 3. Let's try 3, 2, 3, 1. Just because. 2 is either 3 or 4. That's... Oh, yeah. 3 is... 9. And 1 is red drops, 5. Well, it's possible to just try every possible number, but it will take forever. I mean, it's 9, yeah, 9 and 9. That would take quite some time. Is there anything I'm missing, maybe?
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
Only gonna involve my knowledge. Not real life knowledge though, so it's not gonna help me with my stupidity. Too bad. Sucks. Maybe there are some clues I was supposed to check another...
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
I didn't see anything of interest in that
volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
Darby was only 18 years old. Is that supposed to be something of importance? I have no idea. This place is very nice though. I have to admit it, I like it in here.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers.
White Queen.
I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Yeah, but I did already tire. There's 3 pieces. 3 white pieces on the chessboard besides Queen.
The Queen has little protection.
Maybe I'm supposed to also count those not on chessboard. There's also 3. Do I need to put 6? But that makes no sense. Akira!
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Do rubies and sapphires make up a specific motif? Do they? They seem to make something that looks like 3. Is that supposed to be the hint? I was counting those red drops. But maybe I need to look differently? That's fucking ridiculous! What if I just supposed to go in the order they are even presented? 1, 2, 3. I was trying too hard. I was supposed to put them in like cylinders are numbered 1, 2, 3, and not in the order that these recordings made it sound they were supposed to be. Dear God, I took forever to solve this. Whole hour. Perfect. Uh-oh. Riverside Institute? Wait. In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of the attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the later and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside. Irresistibly attracted the detective when he opened their body. That's interesting. Who's it gonna be? Oh, come on, game. Load already. You could have loaded while I was trying to figure out that stupid puzzle. I feel so stupid. One, 2, 3. I've tried every possible. 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, I still have it written there. Oh my god. This game is laughing at me.
Dr.
Game
Colden,
saved?
this man's
Okay.
condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake,
Mary
can you hear
Colden?
me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll
Wait.
take care of you.
Am
There's
I
nothing
in
we
the
can
body of
do.
the girl now?
I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Every guy's dream, huh?
Very well. I'll examine him.
Oh, maybe I'm in the body of that guy.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
Ew.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
Is he
So,
dead?
Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his
Well,
symptoms
let him
are beyond my comprehension.
Kill him then.
What did you find?
Has something in his belly, I guess.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look
Are
at
you
these
telling me
sticky
he was
rings
just
growing at
born
his
or
fingertips.
something?
What can be happening?
But what's inside
I'm
his
sure
body?
you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I just told you what we could do and you didn't listen to me, so... fuck you.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
Maybe it does. His body is mutating. What the... Put him in the bath.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How
Trying
about
to
what
save
you've done
him.
to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Is that what you call
Your
it?
imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
You're turning him into a monster. Well, he will tell me I'm crazy and put me in the cell if I say something like this.
His limbs? His body temperature? I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation. Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
You are a brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Is that a threat?
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of
I'm
his
surprised she acts like this because it seemed like she was more on the Fuller's side rather than mine.
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm
Maybe you could
counting
help
on your
me?
discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Can I really? Sorry. Yeah. Another stealthy moment. I'm confused. I was told that I was transported into another body. Whose body? Marie or this guy? I hope this guy. Actually, not too much, but these legs, feet look dead. But I think you really need to put him into the water. Since we all know now that it's helping him get better. Feel better at least.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
Hello? Can I move now? Oh.
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Could you move? Go and take what I told you to take. Poor man needs help.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Кира, я тебя сейчас убью. Детка моя. Sorry. Wait. Do I know this woman? Unless she just looks like one
Why
I
did
know.
nobody tell me about her admission?
The file describes the state in which Irene Sanders entered the Riverside Institute, as well as the treatments administered to her. Fuller added a handwritten note. He recommends to take her down to the psychiatric wing in order to provide her with the quiet and rest that she needs. Son of a bitch.
Mrs. Sanders?
Is she even alive? Not so sure. Nola, don't touch my screen.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth. evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Well, that's a bit harsh. I mean, a nurse has to fix what guards did. They probably already have enough work without that. That's just so wrong. Okay, I think I checked everyone, if I'm right.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy man.
Well, is there anyone else who can tell us what's going on?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't even see her medical file.
You shouldn't have even let her come here.
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not always welcoming. But your mother is in good hands. I'll tend to her myself.
I'm
and
just
keep you informed at once.
not
Would that suit you?
sure I can even find
that
her.
sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But those are just words, so we're not budging.
Very well. At least I'll know where to find you.
Someone is crying like hell.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Well, since personnel works here, it's probably, I'd say the food must not be that bad, or else people wouldn't even work here, right? Uh-oh. I probably can hide there in the future.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Okay, thanks.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And
What?
the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show. Dr. Colden?
I can tell these ladies are not very nice.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Prescription for barbiturates. To whom?
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks. We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, and Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
It's those women.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Didn't check this guy.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
He seems to be sleeping all right.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office. The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
It's not there? It says only authorized personnel.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know.
One done. Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Which is where?
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Such a nice person, huh?
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
And what exactly are you doing?
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
I was just looking for him. I thought he was in the office. Bitch.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Can I just knock her out? Would be nice. Beautiful day outside.
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth. Thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't cut off yet again.
Thank God, no. The water's running.
Courage.
Thank you.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Janitor.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you.
But if I may say so, Doctor, I think that the problems of our patients are more urgent than the plumbing.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Yeah.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up, without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
But we have to at least try.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him? The boiler room key is not in its place. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Dr. Colden.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Hey.
Ethan.
Marie,
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
I don't know. I don't like this guy. I think he's a double agent. He works with Fuller. Or what? Is he in love with her or something?
I thought we trusted each other.
Really, Marie? Can you swear to me that you're not intending something reckless?
It's because I respect you that I won't lie to you.
Is there something I should know?
You'd better tell me about your symptoms.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
I'm not sure I can trust this guy. I like him. He seemed like a good guy.
There's no
first.
way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller
But
is
now
hiding.
I really don't know if I can trust him.
Where did my fiancé go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Please, the fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
Storage room.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
There is an operation?
we're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doc.
What done?
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. Everything all right, Doctor?
All is well.
Thank God.
Who took the key?
Don't let that...
I'm trying, Doc. Sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself, just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games.
Actually,
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
you're wrong. It's not that precious. She's a bitch.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest.
Who has the key? Can't find it. Thought it was this girl, but guess not. Maybe it's on someone else's desk here in the administration.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Strange. I feel like I've checked every place now. Maybe I need to talk to janitor.
Don't go falling over. That would be stupid.
I guess. Shit, that guy is still in bad condition. I shouldn't go back.
So, Doctor,
I'm sorry.
they're
Still haven't. And I'm not sure that I will. Maybe this sister here? No, not you. Someone has to help me?
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'll just sleep a...
Okay. Yeah, take some rest. Can't talk to her either. I'm so confused. Oh. Boiler room
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. If I can find a way to the boiler room, of course. I can't run, so it sucks. There it is, I think. Ugh. Screen stuff. It doesn't even look safe in here. Whoa.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Oh, are you kidding me? Find a tool. Where? Oh, my baby's stretching with her cute feet. Janitor. I have no idea. Where might I find tool? Is it somewhere here? No. Janitor was here. Aha. Perfect. I hope that's gonna work. That was scary.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Should I tell Elizabeth now? Yeah, everyone is just playing around with her. Poor girl. Hey.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
I'm sorry.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
What now?
It's off. It's not my fault.
Nothing is ever your fault. I told you to control the flow, even if I know it's not your strong point.
I've apologized 1,000 times.
I haven't counted that many, but then unlike you, I don't have time to keep track.
Please, Mrs. Donovan. I'm grateful to you for having kept me on despite that incident. I just need the water to be put back on. Otherwise, the bathroom will quickly become a nest of germs.
Oh, very well. I'll finish what I'm doing, and then I'll fix your blunders once more.
Thank you, ma'am.
Out of my sight. Go chatter with your colleagues. That's what you do best.
She was alone all this time. What a bitch. Okay.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
Seems like I can hide in here if I need to.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
The cylinder was hidden inside Fuller's office. He recorded his thoughts about one of the many psychoanalysis sessions he submitted Sarah Hawkins to. I need to get all of them.
Conclusions, session number 17. Patient, Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Abilities?
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
What am I checking here?
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
Partly burnt shoe. How? I don't get it exactly.
I must go back to the basement.
No, you don't.
Dr. Colden?
Nurse? Wait, where was it? This? Surprised the entrance is unlocked. Don't think it's a good idea.
Now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Was he in her body all this time?
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly.
I think I've seen that guy. He was in the bar.
Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
I think it was him. Yeah. Charles Hawkins?
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we?
No.
Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr.
So
Cole.
the book is Necronomicon.
She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
I should have known.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Yes.
All right.
I like you. You're gonna go
I
with
might
me.
need you after all.
This will affect your destiny.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
So you're not going to go help me and save the doctor? Great. Awesome. Perfect. I really enjoy this game's atmosphere. I think it's just good. Riverside Institute again. I really hate this place. I really don't like it. The book projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fuller, she got into his office and discovered that the director of the Riverside Institute was hiding information on, if not the body of, Sarah Hawkins. But she was discovered by Fuller. Pierce must save her before it's too late. Right now it looked like it was cell shaded or something.
I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
Nah, I don't think they will kill her fast. They could use her as test subject as anyone else, I guess. So he entered this window? Convenient. Aren't there bars on it? Wait. I'm confused. Kinda looks like it's cell shaded slightly. Maybe it's just me. Never noticed it before. Strange. Unfortunately, because I was stuck in the beginning with a safe code for too long, we are not gonna finish much today. Only 2 chapters. Damn it. I really hate it. But yeah, we're gonna call it a day today. So I guess thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next part. Bye.